welcome to Skottie Talk with Derek, Tyler, and me, Dustin. Or as I'm known as, not Derek. I decided to put that on there. So
Oh, I didn't even notice that till just now.
I'd
I even
forgot I'd put it
pointed
on
it
there
out.
myself. So no, glad to have our GBD Derek Hoffman, Derek Laufman back. I'll get his name right eventually.
It's all right. It just called me CGB.
Yeah, we
Yeah, there you
throw it all around. We're good. Derek's such a good guy. He doesn't care. He's just. I'm glad to have him on here with us.
Yeah,
I
especially
can
after
barely
your
say my own name,
birthday. So
Yeah, happy 48th birthday.
yes,
And I'm not sure if I'm supposed to, mention the 48
Oh
number.
no, that's fine. I don't.
Okay.
Everybody knows I'm old. It's fine.
No, that's a young age.
you
That's a
never
young
asked
age.
Derek his age, okay? So
that's right. I mean, 48. You're still now. Is that late 40s or are you still in the mid 40 range? We've debated what that range actually is.
For 48.
Yeah, my wife is. We're 44 and we're trying to stretch what mid 40s
Yeah, no,
qualifies.
that's late 40.
I was gonna say is that debate because I thought that's just
Okay, I
a
was
math
thinking.
thing. Like 5 is the middle, so anything past that.
No. I think me and my wife were talking, and we think like between 42 and 48 is going to be your mid 40s, and once you hit 49, you've entered late 40s, and then it's probably more. I don't
Like
really
my
care.
mom. My mom's like, I celebrate my birthday for an entire month, and I'm like, you know what? If that's the parameters you set, then have at it. So
Yeah. Well, yesterday was Derek's birthday, and we wanted to start off the show with the way we do all of our good buddies and saying happy birthday to him. But honest to goodness, I promise I was going to Google what we were legally allowed to sing, copyright,
Oh right.
and I forgot to do it. So happy birthday, Derek. That's all we can say.
Thanks, guys.
Uh,
Thanks
yeah,
for
I want
sparing my
happy
ears.
birthday in the K-pop Demon Hunters like style, like a sound, like take golden and
Yeah.
make a happy birthday. So
Yeah, I almost tried it, but I'm not going to. Now, Seth told us to delay the show for him, and here he is
yeah,
texting. Well, I'm assuming he's driving.
immediately as we launch,
Please,
yeah,
please don't do it.
I told you he'd be good. So
Please don't. And his comment just kind of adds insult to injury. Yeah, Derek, for y'all that didn't catch the Jamie show with us last week and turned into Ink Pulp, Derek was a big deal over there. I mean,
yeah,
you knocked it out of the park. That was a very entertaining 2 hours.
and a fantastic piece. So
Thanks,
Oh,
guys. Yeah, that was fun. But not to downplay their show, but this is the premiere show. We know that.
Oh, clip it, rack him. Yes, I love that. That is.
I'm tagging Sean. I'm tagging Jim. I'm tagging.
That's right.
Everything.
No. I don't want to have him to come out and make a statement after the
You
show.
can clip it.
It's-
No,
yeah, he's being held hostage here. We know that for a fact. So,
we gave him $10 at the beginning to say that. So
absolutely. So I clipped just to celebrate Ink Pulp. I mean, granted, my wife saw that you were going to be on Ink Pulp, and she said, "Oh, is that like one of your all's rival shows? Do you all have beef?" I said, "Absolutely not. We are, we are, we are
we're
the
not
dirt
even
on
a
the bottom
fly
of the
on the
shoe."
wall. We're just ghostly specters. So
But having guys like Derek on, I do think kind of beefs up our status a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
it gives us a little bit of cred.
exactly.
I assumed it was the Wednesday Night Wars now with you two guys.
Yeah, that's
It does feel that way when it's like, oh, they're going
Yeah.
live with Derek. We've got somebody.
yeah. They feel us breathing on the back of their neck, and they're like, we better just keep going. We're what drives them. We're what motivates them in the morning. They hang our picture in their lockers. Gosh, I'm talking too much trash. I'm going to regret this immediately. But these were some of the pieces that you all were working on last Wednesday, and they were incredible.
Oh,
And Seth was hopping back and forth between shows, and at one point he said, "Oh, Derek said it's going to be available," and then the next part he's like, "Screen tones," and I'm sitting here like just sitting here trembling. I was like,
when?
yeah, zip tones, screen tones, whatever you call them. And the crazy thing about the piece that you were working on, Derek, is when you got done, they were talking about imperfections with like art that you worked in, and they're like things that they wish Jim had did different. And you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm staring at this piece, and I wish I'd have made it more darker here or shaded here."
Yeah.
I mean, I looked at it and I thought, how in the world could you say that? That is such a great piece.
That's what drives us. It's that never satisfied.
It's never,
right?
it's never good enough.
That's how
It can always
we
be
get better
yeah.
though, right? Like it's finding the flaws when other people maybe can't see them, but they are like beacons of light to us. When you're doing this long enough, that's just how it goes. Especially when after you're done staring at a piece for a while and you go back to it, you go, "Oh yeah, I wish."
That's the worst. I hate. That's like you're like, oh no, I knew it. I knew there was something wrong with this. I knew it wasn't good.
Now, Sean had one of the most. I enjoyed that more than I can even talk about here on the air. When he pulled the tape off his piece, I didn't realize how fulfilling that is to
It's
watch.
satisfying.
Oh, it's satisfying. That's the word.
Yeah.
Thank you for jumping in there.
Mm.
But it was very. And I was at work because I was watching it the next day because we
Yeah.
were live obviously last week. But after we got to that part, I may have watched it again. I'm not going to lie, guys. That was very satisfying to see.
Well,
Listen,
I really get a kick out
Yeah.
of when you see people doing like watercolored sequential pages, and you watch them pull the tape off to get the borders.
Yep,
Yeah.
that
Like
clean,
that, there's a little
crisp
bit of a
line. You're
weird.
like, oh, that's so
Some
good.
people like
yeah.
to watch pimples getting popped. I like to watch the tape getting pulled.
Oh, Dr. Pimple. We're
Oh
right
gosh,
there.
that's my wife.
Hey,
I was
welcome
gonna
back,
say
Jerry.
comparable. It's comparable to watching you do the zip tones because watching you apply
Yes.
those and cut them, and then the interaction between you and Jim. And I loved like y'all two diving into the zip tones, and you were like showing the ones you got, and the ones you prefer, and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. That was really cool. So
Well, I spent so much money on them, and I bought like a variety because I just didn't know.
Yeah.
You just kind of like you hope that it's the right ones or whatever. And so like I was like, I should probably share with people out there if they're just looking to buy some. Like these are the ones that
Yeah.
I like to use. I mean, there's a ton, right? So it's like whatever you like, but it's there was like I've narrowed it down to like a handful of numbers, specific
Yeah.
number. Yeah, so.
yeah, when you read off the number, I was like, oh man, we're getting super granular. I love that. Like that. Like here's the number you can look up to then buy this exact one if you need it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But you explained why the different numbers were there too, which is something I never really even thought of, like the space between.
Yeah,
the size
I had
of
to.
them.
That's how I had to learn, like, because I think I was
Yeah.
ignorant to it when I bought them, and I was like, "Oh no, these are like really like you bought like there's like 95s, and like they're super tight. The little dots are so close together, and like smaller, and yeah, it's like weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine. Yeah, the filing and naming system, like having to keep these separated and yeah.
Yeah, and I
understanding
don't. Mine's
everything.
all in a drawer, and I sift
I
through
like
it.
it.
Down, I look at it and I go, that's great. Use it.
Well, some of the cool things when you pulled some of the sheets from, it looked like there had been like certain ones that had circles and areas cut out of them.
Yeah.
But you can always use the extra space in there. I mean, it was.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
love the conservative.
Yeah, you have to like kind of sparingly like save bits and that's why I try to write like my little notes on them so I'm like remember what like tone this was.
Mm.
A lot of times you cut the number off and you're like, oh no, I forgot what that was.
It's like, oh crap.
Which one was this again exactly? Gotta
now
get
the-
creative with it.
Oh, absolutely. Now the piece that Jim did was wild. I mean, that was
so
another.
good.
His pin, I love that pin he was using, that flat nib. It's like it's just so wild, like that chisel kind of look, because it's like the
This one,
variety you can get with it. Yeah, it's
Ah.
just
the pilot pen. It's like
I would just switch between line width and super
so you can
interesting.
see. Like I wonder if it'll show. Oh,
Okay, let's see if we can get you.
You blowing him up? Okay.
Is this gonna focus? No, focus. Nah, it's not gonna focus.
Oh.
Anyway, you can't really see it because
Yeah,
it's
like
not
that.
autofocusing. But it's a cool little flat nib, and
Yeah.
but they're hard to control. Like that's why like I envy Jim when he's using it to do his whole drawing.
Yeah.
Like I find them a little too finicky for me, and but I use it like I think I've showed you guys before, like for a few like lettering effects and things in the pages of Fairyland. I'll use them for that because they are nice when you get a nice consistent flat sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
No, for sure. I mean, it's so fitting with his style and how big he works. And yeah, it's just super cool to watch that. I love that they do that. I love that they'll have artists on and then you'll all just be sketching and chatting. And it's just, super, super fun way to pass the time.
Yeah. Well, it reminds me of like being in a studio again because I'm like isolated. So like, it was fun being around artists when I worked in video games and you could just chat with other artists and, talk about techniques and different things and, see what other people are doing, look over their shoulder, watch them for a little bit. They'd watch you. Like it was a nice little community thing, but you lose that when you go work for yourself.
Yeah.
So
No,
that
for
was
sure.
sort of a bit of that.
Yeah. That community again. Yeah.
I've got to blow Derek up one more time.
I was going to say,
There has been a
Nobody
spot.
wants to see me.
Brandon was noticing you've got more Mighty Mugs in the back, more of the
Oh, you can see them a little
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He eagle eye spotted those. Those are cool.
I'm really sad they didn't continue more with that line because I was excited that they brought them back. Two, I thought they were really smart to do like the spinning heads for different faces.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you pop
And like
them,
the stylization was just super fun. So
And I got to be involved in like the tech side of that, and it was like a really like a hard problem solving thing to be able to show 3 heads and like how we were gonna do it mathematically and make it like work.
Yeah. And like mass produce it, I'm sure, to like get, make sure
Yeah,
each
'cause-
face lines up and there's nothing wrong. And
You think like Manny faces from many years ago where you twisted it to get the
Totally.
but now you're wanting
Yeah.
to pop it and it to spin perfectly that.
But
I
you know
can
what?
see
The one design flaw in them, like especially because I have them up there, my office is kind of dusty. All the dust goes in the hole in the top.
yeah, the whole
Yeah.
I didn't even think
Oh,
about that.
that's
Yeah,
great.
it's true. If you
I
kick
forgot,
them in the-
They needed to sell little like caps.
yeah.
Man. So are Mighty Mugs completely? Are they back now, or are there any version of them? Are they completely?
No, because these were like probably I'm going to say 5 years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna
Like,
say 5 or
years ago.
6. Yeah, this newer line, but yeah, they just kind of
Yeah.
stopped. I didn't see it. Like I was collecting them, and then they just I
Well, they
didn't
were
see
try-
any new ones coming out. So
They were trying to compete with Funko, and and it just wasn't. It didn't take
Happens
the
to
way
us
they
all.
thought it was gonna. I mean, Funko was a kind of a freight train.
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
It's crazy how Funko. Even though they're in trouble now, supposedly they've said, but we'll see how it goes. So
Well, I mean, it's only down that like
yeah,
once you have those kind of fad products, and they don't last forever.
yeah.
It's like
And
anything, right?
they've branched out. It's just crazy how many things they offer. Like I'll see a new product and I'm like, that's a Funko product. That's wild. Like they've already got like 30 other products and they're
The
putting out a new one,
oversaturation.
so, yeah.
It's, yeah. Well, and the other thing too is like I knew it was a problem when I was collecting them and I ran out of space,
Mhm.
and I was like, these, and I had like 350 of them, and like I was obsessed, and
Yeah.
I got to a point where I'm like, I either have to dedicate a whole room to these things or I just have to sell them. So it's like when you're at that collector point, and that was like probably 5 years ago, 6 years ago. So, and they're still going, and it's like, how many people out there like have space for these things anymore? Like, you're not really bringing in new collectors at this point. It's just, you're just kind of probably milking your old collectors.
Yeah.
Yeah, the video, the documentary they made too, and some of the collectors that were on there that didn't just dedicate rooms, but had pretty much dedicated basements and
houses,
multiple rooms to these things to try to get all of them, and it was pretty impressive to see what they had. But at the same time, if you've got we've all got an allocated amount of space, and once you get that space full, you stop becoming a collector and you start almost feeling like a hoarder, and you're buying stuff not to display or to look at, but you're buying it just to say you've bought it. And I think that's what Funko became to me, because I wasn't even seeing half the stuff I was buying. I was buying it and just putting it on the shelf and blocking stuff, and oh man, we're going down.
Put it on the floor. It's called floor loot. That's what my friends call it.
Yeah,
because I would just everything that didn't have a space would just go on the floor, and I was like, okay, I no longer have space to move around in here, so. It's an issue.
I was building like shelving along the like edge of my ceiling in here. Like before I painted my office, there were shelves, and they just aligned like the whole office, and I was just trying to make space, and it was just it was insane.
Yeah,
that collector bug. It's
it's real.
It is. Yeah.
Funko Anonymous here. My name is Dustin, and I have a problem, or I had a problem. So
with the wall of art behind him.
Oh, yeah. Don't look back here.
Don't look behind me.
But I've got to find a space to dedicate for Derek now. Like I'm clearing off a space in my back wall, because I noticed the other day as I was uploading my portfolios, I'm starting to get enough pages and art where I could have at least 12 pieces up there. So maybe next time there'll be a Derek wall.
Just rip down that Skottie wall.
That's right.
Yeah, he's done. He's out.
I'm contractually obligated to keep that wall up at all times.
No, that's the Adam Hughes wall that you have to keep up.
Y'all can't see that one. So. Anywho, let's get on. Let's sing praise to Derek. This is why we brought him on here for. I know he would get very uncomfortable with all the praise, but this was kind of the reviews from Ink Pulp, and I thought this is what a real podcast gets. This is what you get when you go to a real pod. You get praise heaps on you. So, but no, it seemed like it was a completely hit, and I enjoyed your back and forth with both Sean and Jim, and Forgive me, the gentleman that kind of sets
Oh, Jamie.
Jamie. Yeah, my mind. I had
I
it
knew
in
it
my
was a
mind.
J. I just couldn't. Yeah.
But yeah, you all did a great job, and I enjoyed just how it was just like three dudes sitting back and doing art. At a certain point in the times, you're like, "Well, do you all want to ask me questions, or do you want me to just start talking?" And they're like, "Just whatever. Let's just let it flow." So that was a lot of fun to listen to.
Yeah, I think it made it easy because like I listened to them quite a bit. Like it's sort of a part of my regular listening, and so you kind of feel like you know them a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Even though like I've never met them, we've only just had, interactions on DMs and stuff. So yeah, it was nice and it was easy conversation. It flowed, and yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Well, like talking to you guys.
Oh yeah, naturally, just so
We
natural.
appreciate it.
Well, the one piece of art that you showed there on their show at the end that I thought you showed it to us before the show started, but I thought it was the trade paperback because I didn't realize what issue that was when you showed it. Because I know you were saying, I don't know if I should show this, and Sean was like, yeah, Jim's like, Skottie's a businessman. He appreciates this. This is good.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So, and somebody says they have 2 pages of you from Fairyland so far. Love him. So, man,
Oh, thank you,
just
thank you.
Awesome.
we're
Yeah.
gonna make Derek's face turn
I
red.
appreciate the support. Like it's really it's amazing. Like the amount of people that bought original art, it's so cool.
Well, and I'm sure it's got to be. I mean, it's awesome because again, I'm so appreciative that you offered that you decided to deep dive into original art with the series because like you're so used to working digital and stuff and talked
Oh,
about
yeah.
making that choice and obviously that can be more work or generally I assume is more work to do it that way and keep up with and all that stuff. But it just is so cool to then be able to have that piece of the series, especially from the different artists that have worked on it, including yourself. So.
No, for sure. Well, and I'm glad I made the choice too because my traditional inking has gotten so much faster, and just overall, just the repetitiveness of it, and my process, I have it down pretty good now. So, yeah, like if anything, like I think sometimes it's faster. Like
Oh,
there's,
wow.
I think because like there is that little bit of a trap you get into when you're doing digital is like I can redraw the line over and over again. So you almost don't need to think about the line before you lay it down. You can just kind of go. And also you go back and you refine and whatever. But when I'm laying it down on the page, I gotta really use my brain and do it. So that muscle is like getting flexed more now and it's working. So now I can breeze through the inks pretty quick.
That's cool. Yeah. Cause you still do like the sketching and stuff digital, right? And then you'll transfer it into the inking. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause I'm basically down to about an hour a page, give or take, for inks.
So cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with it. The one of the as an art collector, if there's original pencils that exist and there's people that sell the pencil separately, the penciler sells them, and then the inker sells the inked blue lines, and you have a crowd that some of them prefer the pencil, some of them prefer the blue line inks,
Right.
because that's the actual product that gets produced in the comic book. But I love the fact when an artist does it kind of like that, and there is no original pencils. The art is the ink.
Yeah, the art. Yeah. That's the only
truly
thing
a
that
one-off. Yeah.
So that I'm glad that you went that way with it because it's a lot easier to display, but it gives you the kind of the liberty to do whatever you want to with the ink, and you're a little bit more freer when you're not working with a penciler because you are the penciler and it's digitally
Right.
done. So it's a great effect. And I will say we're not going to show the pages you showed us earlier, some of the art you showed us earlier, but your inking from I thought you were great in 41.
Yeah.
But holy cow! I mean,
It just continues to astound us. Yeah, I mean,
and you're pulling out new tricks. Like
Yeah.
every issue, you're pulling out new tricks from 41 to 42 to 43 to 44. It's really been an incredible ride just to not just see the story being told, but to like, oh man, you've got this utility knife that each issue you're like, I'm going to use this one. You're going to MacGyver us as much as you can, and it's been a fun ride. It's really been a fun ride on our part.
Well, thank you. Yeah, like it's exhausting, but
much like this, much like these compliments. We'll get it off the compliment page. But one of the main things here that's brand new in the world of Derek Laufman is the Rats of Arnwood, which is a new. It's a I forget what you refer to it as chapter 1. That's what I started saying.
Yeah, so
Issue
it's
1.
essentially like a single issue. If you the plan was to have 5 chapters in the book, and release it on Kickstarter, possibly in the spring. Like I'm hoping for March, but we'll see how the next couple months goes. And that was so I wanted to put out a tease because it's like I really like what I'm got going here, and it's like I think it's a nice like sort of like dive into this world a little bit,
Oh,
and
absolutely.
like showcases like what I'm sort of doing with this series. And so I might do each chapter if it like kind of works out that way. I might just do them all as singles and just do it that way. We'll just kind of see how it goes. I'm not really holding myself to any exact way of I'm going to release all this stuff, but yeah, but they've been selling great.
That's great.
Right
Oh,
out the
good.
gate.
I'm really glad to hear that. Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
you said you had
considering
like
I'm not
50
using
left, right?
Kickstarter for it or anything, it's just nice to people come out and buy them. And
Yeah.
And you said you had about 50 left out of the allotment that you originally put up.
yeah, there's about and I think that's down now too. So I think there's about 30 left.
Oh, wow. Gosh. So, yeah.
I'm holding a few back to take to a show this weekend anyway.
Yeah.
And then if I have extras left over, like they'll just kind of sell on my website over the next couple months, and then I'm probably not. I don't plan on reprinting it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Like if I do decide to do a single issue kind of thing, the problem is like as an independent like publisher, holding like multiple books is a challenge. So if you can have it as one tight book, that's the easiest way to kind of bring it to a show and sell it. I could technically get more money for the series if I did them as individuals, because I can sell them for like $10 each, and that would be like $50. Whereas if I sold it as a trade, it'd probably sell for 25.
25.
So it's like it's
True.
less profit, but it's more convenient, and I don't know. So I struggle with that. And singles sucks too when you're like trying to keep inventory, because if you end up with like sold out of 1 and now you only have like a couple of 2 and a couple of 4 left, well then those are kind of hard to get rid of. So there's that aspect as well. So I don't know, being an independent publisher is interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, having to juggle and weigh all those options, I'm sure, because like you said, I mean, it's the pros and cons of having to bring it all to the conventions and selling it, like you said, and all that stuff. So it's interesting to hear that side of it, because us on the consumer side, I'm just like, whatever way you want to do it, I'm down with. Like that's cool. You want to do single, I'll get it. You want to do Kickstarter, I'll get that. Like, so it's more so how am I going to keep up with, like, if it's individual, like, okay, like you said, I want to make sure I don't miss one.
Right.
Because if you don't reprint it, then it's like, I can't. But that ended up happening with your 1 and 2 art books, where I was like, hey, I unfortunately missed this, and so just being able to have the options, I'm sure is something to weigh. So
yeah, and right now, like because I'm doing just a limited run, it's kind of like a little collector's book essentially. And I did that a little bit. I did a teaser with Crimson Fall, the Shore Tower as well. And that worked out really well too. So it's kind of nice just to be able to like put something out on the project, a bigger project you're working on, and at least have that as like kind of its little, like, I can still kind of sell it to people, sell the idea to them, and get them on board. And then hopefully, when the graphic novel does come out, then they're like more eager to jump on the Kickstarter or whatever, right?
Yeah.
All right, we just had a sale. I wanted to have a cash
Hey.
register. Cha-ching.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you very
Firewood
much.
and Lambs of God. Yeah.
Well
I mean,
done.
it's a great way, I'm sure, too, to, like you said, gauge interest, because for people that maybe missed Witch of Wickerson, not knowing this story and all that stuff, it's like somebody diving in. It's a great way to be able to pick something up and read it that way. And if you haven't, because we've got 9 people now watching, so 8 more sales we can make if you haven't already gotten this book. And I highly recommend it. Witch of Wickerson was absolutely fantastic. I've got like 2 or 3 copies, and then I ordered this one. I was like, it's just such a fun world, like you said, and I'm so glad to see you exploring more of it. And I can't wait to keep diving into it. So
well, I can tell you a little extra little thing for Wickerson. So my French publisher is going to be re-releasing Wickerson in France. They originally published it under their original publishing label, but they've since expanded and they have a bigger label now. So they want to bring it out again properly now, They
Oh,
didn't think
wow.
it didn't sell a ton the first time around because they didn't have the distribution, but now they
Yeah.
do. And also piggybacking off the success of my other books they've done, just to kind of so the one big thing I'm doing is I'm coloring it, like, because I did like a monotone version of it,
Oh, yeah.
but for the French market they wanted a full color version, like I've been doing with Rats of Ironwood. So I am coloring it. I'm in the process of that right now.
Oh,
I've also
awesome.
expanded the size, so like it's not square, it's more comic book size, just like kind of Rats of Ironwood. So you're getting more art. Like I had to add more panels in some places, extend scenes. It was just kind of like a fun like reimagining of like the original works. And then I'm also adding in a short story I did that was like a 6-page short story. And then there's going to be another like 10-page short story that I'm
Oh,
going to work
man.
on. So there, I'm doing that. And then eventually, once I sell out of the hard covers, I'm not going to be reprinting them like the original hardcovers.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go to a soft cover format similar to the other books I've done and release the color version with the short stories and make it like a little anthology for
nice.
like Wickerson. So that'll sort of act as the, I guess, prologue to this Rats of Ironwood's bigger story.
I was gonna say two questions. Do you find that easier than doing the soft cover? I'm assuming versus obviously I'm assuming expense wise, it's just easier, but
well, like I mean, I love hardcovers. I do. They are definitely. I mean, there are more expensive for sure. Also, just heavier to transport.
Yeah.
Like like we talked earlier about, the logistics of shows. And when you have a box of hardcover books, you can't fit as many in a box, and they're heavy. And shipping them, it's a little more expensive too. So especially when you're getting into hardcovers that have more pages. Like I was lucky because Wickerson was only a 31-page story, and then I added a bunch of back matter, so it ended up being 48 pages. And you can keep the weight down a little bit. That's something I have to really consider, is like the weight and of an object and the size of it, of what I'm going to print, because I'm shipping out of Canada, and I want to make sure people like aren't paying. Like once you hit a certain threshold, like it could be like a couple of grams like over the threshold, and then your price jumps almost double. So we always try to like keep that in mind when we're doing these products. It's like, let's make sure we weigh them ahead of time. We try to get a good estimate. So
good idea.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I mean, it makes total sense. And I assume that would kind of be the case. Like you said, it's not just like one factor. It kind of a domino effect almost, if you will. But I mean, I'm excited to hear that. I do have the first French edition you released, because you had a few on your site. That you were doing sketches for. So I grabbed, that was the other one I grabbed. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get this because like you said, it was a different size and kind of stuff. So it was fun to get that. But I'll be more than happy to add a second French version. I took 2 years of French in high school, and I don't remember a lick of it except for like a few sentences.
Well, it'll be like that big, beautiful, like they did for like Crimson Fall and or Duncross in France, and Rune World and Bot 9. So they've done these big, beautiful hardcover editions, like oversized. It's just like, they spoil. No,
it's crazy, because I'll share them with Dustin, like, and they do it, they did it with Germany for Skottie's I Hate Fairylands, where you can get the oversized editions. Like, man, we need these. Really like, good. I want this in the States. We need more collectors, items like this for artists and stuff. Because like you said, they're beautiful. I've got the Bot 9 and the Duncross, and they're just gorgeous, especially in the hardcover and everything. So
yeah.
Holy cow. Package me like your German Skottie books. Okay. That's a nice one. Well, I had to break a real quick. The fact that you've got edited by Valerie, and we can never pass up a chance to just sing our praises for your wife, Valerie. She is, you call her Val, but I don't feel like I know her well enough to say Val.
No,
so I have to call her Valerie for that. But
and she loves you guys as well, because she's like, they're so nice.
We've had to bug her too. Well, the feeling is 100% mutual, and I was glad to see her name on this. Yeah. Is she a tough editor? Is what I was going to ask you. Because I know my wife would tear me up if I gave her my friend.
No, like I mean, no, she's good. Like she'll let me know if something's really not working, for sure. But she also is just like tolerant, and she's my sounding board, so she listens to all my bad ideas. Great. And so that part of the editing process, like where the initial ideas phase, like she gets to be the sounding board for like those ideas, and sometimes it's just me saying them out loud, and I'm like, it's not really working, or she'll say like, what about this, or it just make these suggestions. So it's nice to be able to have that conversation. So that's super invaluable. And then also just she's a great proofreader as well. And I should credit her mom too. She did actually do a proofread edit on there. She's really good with the language editing and stuff like that. So but I'll thank her when I do the big books.
That's awesome.
But yeah, she gets involved, and so you ever see Mary Rutledge on there? That's Val's mom, and yeah, she's amazing and always eager. She's like, I'm retired, I got nothing to do anyway. So
bless her. That's great. Well, I know you've offered in your other books, and they've been mostly the trade size books, that you've offered some type of remark or sketch for those. Are you planning on doing that for any of the Rats of Ironwood? Because I know these are just the preview books. But
no, so the tough thing was I knew I didn't really have a lot of time right now.
That was the next question I was going to ask you. So
and so I was because I already do sketches in some of the other books like that, those become time consuming as well. And I got a stockpile now, like of about 30 sketches I have to do, because I did this pre-order, and then people are ordering other things, and then they're adding the sketch, so it's like, there is that. It adds to my already big to-do list. So that was one reason. The other reason was I wanted to keep the page count low so that I could keep the costs down. Because you have to add 4 pages every time. So I'd have to add new 4 pages to add a blank page in order to have a sketch page.
That makes sense.
And then also, like, I didn't have the back matter ready to go, and I was like, I needed to get it off to a printer, and I'm like, I wrangled with it, and unfortunately, there's not really room in there for a sketch. And the other thing too is the inside cover is blank, but I'm using a very cool coating on the cover, and I don't know. None of you guys got the Shore Tower?
I did the original, the small one.
Yeah,
I've got that. Yeah.
Okay, so it's the same cover stock, like that. Nice, like got a little bit of a rough tooth to it.
Yeah.
So I don't know how good that would be for sketch.
No, I figured there was a reason you didn't offer it. I just was curious about that to see, because they'd been offered the other ones. I knew this one was more of a chapter 1. There was going to be more coming on down the line. So
so like once I do, like, definitely when I do the full graphic novel, I'm going to have a dedicated page in there to do the sketches on, like I did for Crimson Fall and stuff. So yeah.
And the other thing, speaking of time and not knowing that what time period did you work on this book? Because I mean, you've been very busy with everything else, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Hey, I've got a new book coming out," and I was like, "Holy cow! When did you do that?"
Okay, so I stopped working on Rats of Ironwood in 2022, and I did that when I was jumping on Crimson Fall. I hit a wall with the writing on Rats of Ironwood. This happens to me sometimes. I hit these writing walls, and if I can't get through it, I can sit here and I can pine over it. And if I can't really get past it, I feel like this time is wasting away. And I'm like, I could be doing other things. I could be getting stuff done. So sometimes just going to a fresh project, it just, your mind starts going, and then you can just dive right in. That's what happened with Crimson Fall. So an opportunity happened to do work on Crimson Fall. Decided to do that, put this on the back burner, and then I just knew, though, it was always in my mind. I'm like, I want to come back to it. I hit a wall with Crimson Fall, the latest Crimson Fall book, hit a writing wall. So I'm like, what do I do? And I've been spinning my wheels on it because I had Fairyland this year. It's taken up a lot of my time. I found that I was going, I think I not wasted, but I didn't really produce much for about 6 months, of my own work this year. And that was kind of paining me. And I'm like, I really want to get something out. I'm like, you know what? I started back in September when the kids went back to school. In the morning, I have to kind of be around for them to get out the door, make sure they're out on time. So I usually have about an hour and a half in the morning where I'm just kind of sitting around. I usually be on my phone. And I'm like, you know what? I should just start writing it during this time, because the kids are just kind of eating the cereal, getting ready. So I started writing. Then I'm like, you know what? Because I'm Crimson Fall, I hit a roadblock. I'm gonna just dive back into like the Rats of Iron one to start writing, and I'm like started to come because it was like I'd been away from it long enough, and I was able to like kind of like take a new perspective on it. And then once I was able to solve some of those writing problems, and then it was like pretty much like, so I had about 15 pages that were done of the 24. And I just thought, you know what, if I just plow through now that I have the like plot and everything all kind of like nice and solid now, and the writing's nice and solid, I think I can get the last 9 pages or whatever done. So I just plowed through them over the last, it was like month, pretty much October. It was just me like kind of, trying to squeeze in as much as I could. And it came together, and
it looks really good, and
awesome,
the story's good as well. So, I mean, this is one to be proud of. I'm really looking forward to chapter 2. On that. So,
I need to. I'm already like, I need to reread this. I need to read Witch of Wickerson. Like,
what I definitely will be doing is I'm definitely going to be putting the chapters up on my Patreon. So, like, those will always be free to read, whether I do a printed version or not of the next chapter. I'm going to be putting them on Patreon, like as I do them.
Oh, good deal.
So, and right now, like if anybody wants, like, if you're not on the Patreon, if you join it, you get access to the downloadable version. It's the only way to get the digital version of this first chapter.
Well worth it. We're worth it.
Yeah, it really is. Like it's. I was going to say, if there's people who are on the fence, you consistently over the past 4 or 5 years or something, whatever, that I've been subbed, it's like you stayed consistent with posting. Like there's ones I'm a part of that they'll post like every few months or something. And you're still one of the like few that are like consistently posting.
I try. It's like, it's tough. Like, I mean, especially this year, like it's been tough to stay on top of posts. And the other thing I find, this is just a little bit dark, but like when you post stuff, I get a lot of people dropping off. Like it'll be like, I'll see like 3 or 4 people drop off. Like as soon as you post something, it's like, they're like, oh yeah, this Patreon thing that I don't pay for.
Oh, that's awful.
I forgot about you. Oh no.
I didn't even think about that.
Hard to like, I pretty much like almost have like an even sum gain, like over like throughout the month I'll gain a certain amount of followers, but every time I post I lose some, so it like I never really get ahead.
Like, that's all. Yeah, that's kind of crummy.
I don't know. It is what it is.
Oh, that's fun. Give Tyler your login information, Derek, and he'll start posting for you every other day. That's Derek Laufman. So,
I mean, from what Skottie says, I don't have a life anyway, since I comment on every single post. So I'm like,
he'll be the first one. He'll be the first one to comment on his own post too. So, love it, Tyler. Real quick, I wanted to say Becker's on. Hey, Becker, for anybody that didn't watch it last night, 4C Comics had an interview with Billy West, who's the voice of Fry off Futurama, among other characters. So you all check it out. Becker was on there with Ken and Jeff. My mind went blank for a second. So they did a great job. So you all, 4C Comics, check out their channel on YouTube and subscribe to that. Okay. Oh yeah. Somebody saying, Jerry saying, don't give Tyler that kind of power. Yeah, Lord knows he doesn't need that.
I wouldn't
just
trust
have like Tyler appreciation posts coming up on my Patreon.
What do you guys think about
he may change the login, and you may never get control of your own Patreon again.
Like, I don't know. I lost. I don't know. It's like you just made a post. I don't know, but somebody else must have it. Yeah.
Oh, me. Oh, and this is a weird thing. Ryan says Patreon just paid him $44 today for identity breach lawsuit.
Oh.
Huh.
Well, and I think Ryan's the one that just bought the book from Derek. So it's the circle of life.
Thank you.
I was going to say, it is funny. I did actually have a Patreon at one point for a Funko Pop checklist, because my idea was I started creating checklists because I had made it like the back of the box. And so I would replicate what the back of the boxes look like and would just kind of add on, because I hadn't seen anybody else doing that and people liked it. And I was like, oh, I'll do a Patreon. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this full time. This is not at all what I want to spend my time on. So I like quickly snubbed it and was like, nope, that was a fun test. But
it's funny, the odd things that we do past sometimes, because I don't think I've even told Tyler this before, but I had a YouTube channel probably about 7, 8 years ago, where I was just reviewing sideshow statues, and there's even a couple of Skottie statues I reviewed back then.
Oh man,
But
you gotta dig those up.
I
For
did
me.
not want my face on the camera though, so it was all you saw was
You just hear
hands.
your disembodied voice in
Yeah,
hands.
so there was one Superman that got like thousands of views. I still have no idea why it got a ton of views, but it's probably for the worse than it is for the best. Probably cringeworthy, but
That's great.
show you something that's not cringeworthy. These interiors, these are great.
Your transitions.
That's why I get paid the big bucks. And we know the reason I clipped this one, Tyler. I didn't say it before, is because we know we love seeing Derek use the words.
I love the
within
sound
panels.
effects. Yeah.
So, yeah, the word. Sound effects is the perfect way to put it. But yeah, this is so good. I mean, we were just teasing it.
I love the texture to the whole. Like, I'm assuming is it the zip tones or is it something similar?
No, because these are all digital. So it's digital noise that I've just made, and it's sort of a bit of like a pixely texture grain.
Yeah,
and so it just kind of gives it a nice kind of old comic feel.
No, I like it. It's and mixed with your warm color palette. It's like that warm, cool. It's like it just makes it really feel tangible. So
it's just it brings it alive. It's just I don't know, it's something about it.
Especially those mouse ears, Dustin. Did you want to bring those up?
Derek, did you know that mouses don't have bones in their ears? Those mouses do though. These are fantasy mouses. So.
This is a make-believe world, yeah.
I think I emailed Derek after I saw that comment because I was like, "Good grief!" that's just telling him to ignore. I mean, mice don't have ears, but
it's funny. When I made the decision to draw the bones as ears. And I'm like, there's going to be a couple people.
So you knew it.
Can't resist explain, correcting me on my fantasy mouse anatomy. I'm pretty sure the other bones I'm drawing there too aren't correct either.
Aren't anatomically accurate. Yeah. They only have 3 bones in there.
And it's weird too because in real life, animals don't talk. So
what?
Or walk on 2 feet. So it's weird, right?
But they do wear clothes. They do wear clothes and fight with swords.
They do get dressed up.
Yeah.
It is always funny that hang up that you'll see people have. And then that's the comments that I love is so your hang up was this, but not, and then they list off everything else.
Right.
Full list of other things. It's like,
this is the bridge too far.
This is where you draw the line. You're like, nope. They closed the book and they were like, I'm not reading any more of this. This is done.
Well, they're so great. The nitpickiness of some of the because I posted a commission I got from Heroes a few years back, and it was a Spider-Man type commission and had Mary Jane, and in the window it had Daily Bugle, like the guy had penciled it out. I thought, this is so cool. It's such a full edge to edge. And someone put, well, if that was a reflection, Daily Bugle would be backwards. And I thought, what the heck? It's like, you killing. I'm so proud of this piece, but it's just like there's always, I told you, Derek, there's always one. There's always one that's going to find that.
It's funny. You just don't want to be that one.
Yeah, exactly.
In real life, if you go through life, just don't be that.
Don't be that. Yeah, the person that points it out.
That's exactly it. Oh, did you switch these already, or are we?
I did, yeah. I switched them around.
Good job, Dadgummit, man. You're on top of it. 46. Let's make Derek big.
Because I knew we would forget, and
we would. I did.
And then you would have skipped. I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and flip these real quick. So.
All right. I'll switch my camera since we're doing
switcheroo here.
There we go. Ready for the magic?
Up close and personal.
Now this is already claimed by myself, so nobody's
allowed to buy it.
That's right. I think the proper phrase is goose pimples whenever you see something like this. So.
Or is it goose nipples?
Bada
Look
bing.
at that. He's even
Tyler.
Oh.
Whoa. No. Tyler did call this one, so I'm not going for this one. Seth can't go for this one. So.
Oh man.
Now there may be other people go for it, but Tyler does want this one.
No, it's just it's so. Ever since that tease with the head, I was like, I knew this was coming in some way. I was like, it's so just such a
I just I think it's just such a fun pointing out like how fun this series is when Skottie will see that like I just happened to randomly cut his head off in a panel, and then he's like, "Hey, I can make a whole like arc out of this."
well, let me ask, did Skottie say? So Skottie said, does he put in the script Skottie as Frankenstein, or what? How does he? Is that what it actually? Okay, because I was wondering if he said, make it look kind of like me or kind of like that.
Yeah.
But does it actually say?
No. It's his head.
I love
it. I figure, yeah. So there's no doubt at all now. We're 100%.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, no, this is like, I mean, I get to immortalize him in his own book.
Right?
That's incredible.
Crazy monster.
Well, that's what I love. Yeah, Seth, he's so full of himself, and that's 100% it. I just love how much fun, even you yourself, because when you drew yourself in the issue, I was immediately like, "That's Derek. That's the back of Derek's head. That's amazing. I love that." Like, it's just so fun and fitting because it's not like you're fooling yourself. It's just like, hey, this is a fun world, and I want to stick myself in it. Kind of.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is too is like I like to call him Skottie Monster, and the actual name of the Skottie Monster I won't reveal. But,
nice.
That one I was like, it was one of those things where like, I don't know, it was just too funny. And anyway, and I lost my train of thought. What was I going to say?
Oh, you're talking about drawing, putting yourself in there, and putting Skottie in the
yeah. No, I'm saying like it's not a flattering portrayal. He didn't write himself as a flattering.
Okay, so
he is
Seth,
the monster, yeah.
So Seth's comment that we're gonna, make it last forever. He's so full of himself. So Seth never gets anything sold to him again from the Skottie shop. So
that's right.
Skottie's like, all right, heard Seth, you're banned,
blacklisted. All right, so I think we've seen these first like couple pages.
Yeah, I just love that quick like crying to like just maniacal face. Yeah.
Yeah. Image just put out yesterday. I think we were talking about that pre-show, the first 5 pages. So this is we're actually getting to see the inks for them, which is an incredible process to see.
Because I was gonna say, even Larry questioning like, you're crying over a book. I think it's like, it's like, you're reading.
Well, he's just surprised she's reading a book.
That's true. Now, how lucky is this that it came out within the same week? I mean, the preview came out the same week of
I don't think Skottie planned it that way. I think it was just a weird coincidence because I didn't know that Del Toro's Frankenstein was coming out, and I just watched his Frankenstein, which I thought was great. But it was weird watching it after just doing like essentially a
like your story. Own. Yeah.
It was kind of like surreal a little bit.
Well,
I was going to say, 100%.
I mean, I fell asleep during Frankenstein, and I guarantee I won't fall asleep during this. It was so much talking.
I absolutely loved it.
They're being chased by a monster, and he's like, "Well, let me tell you a 5-hour story about when I was born." And I'm thinking,
there's nowhere for them to go, Dustin. They're trapped in the ice. They're dead either way. Don't you dare besmirch the name of Guillermo del Toro on this show, okay? If we ever want to get him on.
I've sent the email. He's rejected, so that's why I feel free to.
But no, it's interesting you bring that up. That's an interesting point of view of you, like you said, of drawing this story,
absolutely
your own interpretation and version, and then watching somebody else's and how vastly different that they are. But again, it's still at the heart of the story about the monster and everything. So
right, yeah.
And it's so fitting for the world of Fairyland too. So
right.
Oh, great castle.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's more likely. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Man. So this was a fun one. We got to design this little real estate character as like a Casper the Ghost sort of version.
I did like that. Yeah, just for like, all right, well, here we go. I think this will fit your needs then.
Well, it was funny too because like the line like in this is like one of my favorite lines where she goes, "Not, I didn't mean create life like that." Like not that version of creating life. Like,
no, the other guy. Like, oh, okay.
So this was just a fun like page. Like I really got a kick out of this one. Like just the montage of her like cracking open like the Science Depot, boxes and building this crazy machine and just coming up with like a wacky design for it, and her just pulling all the levers and
her just going crazy. I love it because like what was it like he says like is that enough bolts or something or for the machine, and then her choosing the goggles.
Yeah, she's missing a bunch of parts and she's like, it's fine.
Yeah. Like she's like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, but like I just want to get to the meat of it, forget all this other stuff. So
all right, so we got guys saying I love the page with the Mad Science Depot boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Becker saying the best monster movie has Abbott and Costello in it. I don't disagree. That castle, Seth finally gives a compliment. And we've got a couple. We've got a couple.
I can get a compliment from Seth. It's a good day.
You've won. Yeah. And Ryan had said that he saved up a ton of. They were talking about being drawn into Fairyland, and said I had saved up a ton of Marvel Insider points, close to 1 million. And they never unlocked the prize option, so he was supposed to get drawn into a Marvel comic. So,
jeez,
yeah, that would be. I'd be bummed out about that too. So, all right, sorry, as we were. Yeah, this is so great.
This part was great. Him is like, oh yeah, one more thing I almost forgot. Like,
like you're not messed up enough for.
Like she never punches him enough. It's like it's always got to be one big one. So
yeah, that is laughing out loud is the proper response.
One of my favorite panels of Larry, 100%.
Yeah, I think since you've been drawing, Derek, the panel with him being revealed in 42 and this panel here are probably my two favorite Larry panels.
I was gonna say and I'm just going to be blasphemous, but I want to say that you draw Larry, I think, my favorite out of everyone. And that includes...
That's high praise. Because there's been a lot of really good Larrys out there.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I find that like sometimes I feel like I nail Larry and sometimes I don't. But there's certainly like sometimes, if I can capture him like just right, I would love to draw like a whole issue of just Larry.
Oh, I would love that. That'd be super fun. Like Larry has like some unknown extended family that all just are flies. Oh man, that would be so great.
Yeah, it'd be fun. I think Larry, that like Skottie did a little kind of exploration of that when Gert was knocked unconscious and growing the beard, and he had a whole life. That was one of my favorite parts of the whole series.
You're right. Yeah.
It was like right. She grew the big beard and
I forgot about that.
But you just saw him having this full life. It was so good.
And she comes back and he's like, oh no. Back to it.
Okay, so we're gonna get into some spoiler territory, I guess, because I don't know. There's only 4 pages revealed.
4.
I can look real quick if we want to make sure. I couldn't remember if it was 4 or 5.
I mean, I'll spoil
it. Yeah, brace yourself. We're about to get
leave an
image. I'm going to Instagram for image, and I can see what they.
Yeah, give it to them.
You could, and by the time I get done looking, you could probably have already spoiled the whole book because I'm as slow as. Oh yeah, they only did 4. They only did 4. Oh, that's disappointing.
There you go. So here's 5.
Well, we got to one up them, you know.
Spoiler. Okay, spoilers.
Yeah, the missing tooth there. Oh my gosh, her just like the chopping list. That was fantastic.
Oh my goodness.
I was gonna say as we've continuously brought up, just the amount of details you're able to pack within a page. But again, it's never too much. Like I still and my eye's drawn to where it's supposed to be. I'm
right. Yeah, the composition's always the challenge, right? You're trying to keep it interesting. I want to feel like it could be an animated movie a little bit at times.
You 100% knocked that out of the park. I loved the fingers here. It reminded me of Anastasia of Rasputin when he's dead and he's falling apart and everything and the bones sticking out. Like
nice.
I love that. It's such a fun, like you said, animated kind of detail there. So just taking the head mid drink. How rude.
Hey,
Oh, and like
Wait.
her with the eyes, it's so good.
You know, Tyler, I just now realized I don't think we've seen all of 46, have we? Because last time we talked to Derek, he had got like the first 7 pages done. So
Maybe.
because I'm sitting here thinking, I'm thinking,
I
oh,
I don't think I don't think we had.
because you were still working on it the last time we talked. I think it was like 6 weeks ago, and then
Yeah.
then we saw the other one tonight. So this is I'm looking at it and I'm seeing the negative space up there. The way you did the wall,
I
it's
know,
so
yeah.
good.
I love that. This
Well,
Oh
this
yeah,
is,
I
someone.
love
I'm
yeah.
gonna like do like this is like a bit of a Sin City sort of thing.
Yeah,
Like,
the the
glass
anime
That's good.
Sim
going.
City, yeah. I love that. And I love how again you bring it down past the other panels too. Again, your overlap and your and the double page, that's so
So yeah,
good.
that's how I decided to
Oh
do it.
my
So it would
gosh.
sort
Oh,
of
that's
be
super cool.
like a continuous thing there.
Man, another 2 pages to add to my want list.
Yes.
Well, the shopping cart full of corpses is
Oh my
That
gosh.
is a really good one, yeah. Tons
So
of fun creature designs in there.
we've never had people calling dibs on the show
Yeah.
before. They are.
Fight me for it.
Yeah.
I think honestly, obviously you're not doing it intentionally to do it, but I'm like, it's such a great business decision too. You're like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do some good double pages here, to get people to grab them both. So
right. Well, I just found like sometimes like in a story, like when the story just like, it's kind of like the main little meat of this little part of the story is right here. It's kind of nice to make it one cohesive unit essentially.
Yeah, no, it makes it fun. Yeah, it's I like it because it's not just relegated to splash pages. It's the panel pages too.
Yeah,
so.
like I like my own style. Like I'm not partial to doing just random panels like all over the thing. Like I know that's a certain style like some people utilize. I'd rather it be sequential, but still if I can still pull it together in that way.
Yeah. No, 100%. It's one of my favorite things. So
And I want to see them all, but I think we're getting close to. Is this page 10?
Are you gonna?
I was sitting there, page 8. Oh, okay, keep going. I was sitting there counting them in my head, and I was like, "Oh man, we're getting to."
This is another really good. This one, I just like the gore and like the like
Oh
just the
my
body
gosh.
parts and
The things, hanging from the
just-
meat hooks, and
Oh, that's so good.
I was gonna say because even just the axe on the left there, we didn't like the bits of meat that are still just hanging on to it, and super gruesome. I love it.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Look at the shading on it.
The stitching in the
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at it there in the bottom right. It's so good.
Yeah, this is. I'm running out of praises to give you, Derek. I'm
So
just
this will
gonna.
be the last tease page. This is page 10. So there's a lot of.
Oh, that's a good one.
So you know what? Sometimes we do giveaways for the show, and we look for like Easter eggs.
Oh gosh, you're killing us, Derek.
So
this.
if we'll say if there are 4 characters from my stories in these heads.
All right, so
if you can name them all, the first one to name them all by name.
Oh, by name.
Yeah, I'm pulling out the books now.
Doesn't say I've got 2. I've got Bot 9 and Room World, but I'm blanking on names.
So I will send a signed copy of 46 to that lucky winner.
I just say whoever. Yeah, this is for people in the comments. I'm just doing this. I'm throwing out some helpful.
Yes, that says Bot 9. He said so. He was the first one Tyler mentions by the name of the book.
I gave. Oh, actually, okay. I see 3.
I've got to zoom in.
I think. I'm having trouble getting
there's 4 essentially.
Fox guy is. Well, yeah, you're close, Seth. You're close.
I'm trying to figure out who the 4th.
I see 3. I think because one is the demon, isn't it? Is it not?
No.
I didn't think. Yeah.
I thought there was a demon in Crimson Fall. I'm horrible with names. This is.
Oh,
Tyler, come
I
on,
think
this
I
is yours.
have it.
You
Is it
got
the
it?
top? Is it one in the top right?
Yes.
I knew it. Oh, as soon as I saw it, I'm thinking. I feel like I'm. I hate that I
Let's do
can't
that.
say it without giving it.
Right.
I think I've got my 4. I just got to get the names now, though.
I just know how much you guys like your Easter eggs.
Oh, we do. We do.
Well, and that's the fun thing too, is you do as well, which is so fun. Like just getting to hear how excited you are talking about the things that you'll insert, into your own, especially with doing something like that where you're getting to put your own original characters, which has got to be such a blast to have that,
Yeah.
in something like this too. So
And I'm not even sure like how much like anyone's aware. Like I don't think when Jean colors them, I don't know. He's
he's like,
thinking
wait a
Off
minute,
colors, yeah.
hang on.
Hey,
I don't tell anyone.
well, the book comes out December 10th, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to come back on the week after to maybe we can give people time to
Yeah,
look at
yeah. No, for sure.
You give them
If
time to
nobody
order
gets
your
it.
books. And
Yeah, screenshot this, read the books, grab an ironwood while you're at it.
Yeah,
There you
you
go.
might as well. Yeah, I think that's a good idea because that'll be a good prize. We'll have 46 in hand then, and then
Yeah.
we can say there will be a prize. The heads and the jars come, and we can even be specific so people can do some
Yeah.
research.
I do love the
I love
Horseman's
that.
head shop though. That's great, and the fact that the headless horseman is the shopkeeper. That's so good.
Yeah, that like Skottie just when he like told me like the characters I could design for it, it was just so fun just to kind of go in and design a bunch of characters. And
Now, you know the problem, Derek, is every time you show these pages, it's like I go from wanting to buy one page to wanting to buy like multiple pages. I don't think there's been an issue yet that hasn't had like several pages pop up. And
I know.
I don't know. I try to try to pack them in as best I can.
oh, you succeed. You do a really good job with it.
Again, we say that's that thing where like there really isn't a bad page. Quotes. Again, there's no bad pages to begin with, but especially with your work, there's no bad pages. So
Now, and one of the things that we've talked about, and like Brett has done, I don't think Brett ever put all of his pages up. He would take them to cons, but he put the first issue and I think some pages from the second and third up on his site, and then he took them to cons to sell. And then he started doing the mystery box, and then like a lot of the pages people are getting in the mystery boxes, all of them are here. Like these are all winners, these are all great pages. So I think if you were to ever do a mystery box, it'd be like nobody would ever be disappointed in any of the pages you send out because these are all pretty cool.
Right. Yeah. No, that's the thing too. I thought about was doing the like a blind bag sort of page at some point with the archive pages. So.
Oh, I think that's a great idea because even after us having the opportunity to buy certain pages that we want, you throw the word mystery in there, and we're like, oh, we can. It could be the old Family Guy joke, but yeah. So but I didn't even lead into this, dude. It's got to be gentle when you go to the news like we're about to drop here. So we showed issue 46, but the big news that everybody's been waiting on, Derek is doing a Black Friday sale on Black Friday. And is it just going to be for Black Friday, or is it going to extend beyond Black Friday?
It'll
to
probably,
Cyber Monday?
It'll probably, most likely it'll go until the Monday.
Okay, so
I'll do the 4-day sale essentially.
Okay, so
plenty of time for us to clear house and just grab everything.
Yeah, Val will have Valerie will have a very busy Tuesday packing stuff up. I hope after all that stuff goes.
Gotta take time off work.
Yeah, it's the holidays. Issue 43 will be up for sale on that Black Friday, 25% off store wide for all the books, all the merch, all the original art.
Yeah,
including issue 43 and the remaining pages from 42. So everybody start saving your pennies up. You've got
digging the couches.
16 days left for the sale.
Cancel subscriptions, just not Derek's.
Yeah, don't cancel his Patreon to do this. But and like Derek said, there's no code necessary. The full shop is going to have the 25% already applied. I think Derek had mentioned marking up the issue 43 pages 50%, and then marking up 25.
That's the
Like,
the corporate mentality.
Yes. Pay more for yourself.
That's right. Like suddenly the prices all are way more money.
It's like, wait a second, this must be in Canadian dollars.
Like this is on sale.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I've got to buy it now.
Fantastic Galaxy Quest quote there. Like, Raptor's hammer, what a savings.
Sold. Yeah,
Absolutely love that movie.
And I know Seth is really wanting the cover to 43, so feel free to mark it up as high as you want to.
Yeah. Seth actually has to put in a code that's like Seth, I don't know. We'll think of some demeaning code to give Seth.
It's funny, every time he clicks apply, it adds 25%. Just like
that's what they need, the reverse code.
That's
the reverse code. Oh, there we go. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, the worst. We are, but we do it with love. But yeah, whenever you told us this information, I don't want it, not at all. We were so excited. Me and Tyler were going back and forth. We're just talking about how great of a sale this is going to be.
Yeah.
And, Christmas is approximately 1 month away after the sale. And I guarantee as quick as Derek's wife ships, you will probably have it, before the end of December. So, I'm sorry, the sale doesn't even end until December 1st. So you'll definitely have it by mid-December. Plenty of time for the Christmas shopping. So buy the books. If you can't buy the art, I know art is not for everybody. We've talked about that before with people who came on here this show saying they wish they were saving up for art. But the books with remarks, the the games that Tyler has bought and showed off here, there's so much stuff on his shop. Don't just stop at the art.
Prints,
spread it around.
stickers.
Prints and stickers and magnets and.
Are there magnets? Have I missed magnets?
I think I still have magnets on there. Do I?
One of my favorites is the magnet we got from the Kickstarter for Witch of Wickerson, with the cat just giving the middle finger. It's my favorite. One of my favorites on my fridge.
And then I had to do one that was like not giving the middle finger because a couple people were like, I really want it, but I can't put it on my fridge for my kids. So I did a couple of them.
That's when just put a sticky note over it, like, we'll just cover
the Dustin
that.
special with the.
It's for the children. Because I thought, man, Derek's just like me. He's kind of PG, very G rated. And then I watched Ink Pulp podcast, and I was like, this is the real thing. Derek must really like me because he has filtered everything.
Everyone knows of the Dustin filter on this show.
You know what? When in Rome,
Yeah, except Skottie for some reason.
I love when Skottie comes on. Skottie,
he don't care.
I don't care. I'm going to do it to make you red. I want to see you squirm.
Does it every time.
Like,
every time.
I don't swear all day around my children because I can keep it under control.
Well, we appreciate that for the kids here. We do have a few kids that watch it, and as I said during one of the shows, I think the one with Jay or somebody, that my daughter watches it at her Christian school with her friends, and I really like to keep the PG for that, because especially some of the stuff that the people we have on here, we keep it family friendly for people just to sit back on their couch and watch it for 4 hours at home with a box of popcorn. And so
4 hours.
we have hit the 1 hour mark, 3 hours to go, Derek. So let's keep it up. Keep it up.
Yeah.
So, all right. So make sure we will announce it next week whenever we have our guest on, and the week after that. Great thing is we have a show on the Monday before Black Friday, so we'll make sure and announce it, and I'll promote it in the group as well. So, but without further ado, I think we actually can see this is so you can start picking out what pages you're wanting now. I mean, you can't claim them now. Let me rephrase that. But you can start.
Call your dibs.
Yeah, this is like the Sears catalog where you're circling the things that you want.
Oh my
for
gosh,
Christmas.
yeah. For five easy payments of $19.95.
Live auctions going here.
Yeah. We'll get Skeff in here, and then they'll be in business. So
that's right. So this is the one Seth is wanting, the cover, which is
that was one of my favorite covers, to be honest. Like, I really enjoyed doing this one.
It's such a
So this is your first Gert cover that's going to be available to the public too.
Correct.
Oh yeah, because the previous
first one got gifted to Skottie.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So this is a pretty big deal. I may want it now. I'm just
And the cameo too. Don't forget the cameo there in the bottom right. So
yeah, G.I. Joe.
we can see it now.
Yeah. All right, contest. Who can name the Easter egg in the bottom?
Right.
That was so great. Um,
I love. I don't know if we've ever commented. I love that you actually fill in because I know it's not necessary, or like I know some artists, will just make X's and like, hey, fill
Right.
this in, kind of a deal. But I appreciate that you can actually see like the scribble filled in,
I do like that too.
black
Yeah.
space there. So
Yeah, like it's and if I use different kind of brushes, it'd probably even go in better. But I don't know. I kind of like having the brush stroke in there, and when I scan it in, it's all black, right? So it totally works that way. But like, I just use my Pentel pocket brush
Oh, okay.
and fill for all my fills, and which is not the best use of that ink. But
well, for the cover that I got from you, Derek, the 42, I mean, there's a ton of black ink on that. Like, how long does something like that take you to make sure you don't accidentally cover up something that doesn't need to be covered up?
Right. Yeah. Like, I mean, it can be a little bit time consuming, but it's relaxing too. So, when you have a big page to fill, it's it can be a relaxing thing. And I'll go through like a couple little canisters from inside this thing sometimes.
Do you refill those yourself, or do you just get them by
Well,
I
should because I have the tools to do it, but and I just buy them.
No, that's fair.
I understand. I respect that.
Especially with some, like you said, some of those covers and things you're filling in. So
yeah. This page is a good one that kind of showcases how much I might change because there's like the underdrawing here is like I did okay one, but I was like I'm gonna fix her, and you can kind of see the original like where I knew the bubble.
Yeah, I can kind of Those are some of my favorites to see, like you said, those changes where a sketch or an idea you might have had, you just in the moment felt like doing something different.
Yeah, like I'm like I think I can make this stronger, so let me just and sometimes I'll actually use a pencil and pencil over it, and then I'll just erase that pencil.
Oh yeah, artist Scott Jacobs said nice, and I agree. Hey Derek, do you have page numbers at the top of these?
Yes.
Do you? Yeah. I just want to make sure people, if they were
camera, so.
And I was kind of half joking, half serious because I figure people are kind of looking to see which pages they want to go for, and you could pull the comic out
just there.
No, you don't have to show them. You could if you just say this is page 7.
Okay,
that'll work too. I just
page 5.
Page. Okay. My eyes are so bad. I thought that was page 7. So sorry. Now, this is one that's on my maybe list here.
And I was going to say this one, or I would assume the next one is going to be your.
I can't remember. I like this one a lot because I went back and looked at it after we had our talk with Derek.
As soon as you see it.
Well, and that, like, again, you can see some of my original quick little splotches of like where the planes were going to be. Like, I think I did a lot of work just on the page for these ones because my original sketch was just blob. So like sometimes I don't do it that way, but I tend to want to go tighter, but I was like, I'm pretty sure I can pull this off just on the page
in the moment. Yeah.
Same with like a lot of the little scribbles in here. Like this one was a lot in the moment too.
Like
this one's you're right.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. This one's great, Tyler. You're right.
Well, I just knew you really liked it, like that surprise when they just get hit suddenly. You're like, oh gosh.
Yes. Yeah. There's one other surprise later on that I really like that I'm debating on.
Yeah, there's a couple of really fun. I mean, this is like a really fun issue just to do in general. Just like so insane, like so much action, so much craziness, like her falling through the court, like the blown up corpse.
I was gonna say that's one of my favorites.
Blood and that turned out great. When Jean colored it, really brought it to life.
Again, I wish we could. I want to do like the acetone thing with like the colors on top, and you can flip it back and forth and
right.
Oh yeah. So this is page 8 and page 9.
Page 9, yeah. I wrote that one down in the bottom corner.
Oh my God.
Once in a while, I'm like, I leave myself no room, and I'm like, well,
You put more important stuff up there at the top anyway.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Yep.
So
There's that.
page
So
10.
are you? I was gonna say, are you include? So is there There's consistently been a panel of Larry getting hit like that. Is that throughout
Oh, you're
every
right.
comic? Are you
Yeah,
gonna
like
do,
I don't know.
or-
Like I mean, there's just a lot of like, in the script, like Hurt punching Larry in the face, and
That's a great
so
gag.
I
it's
love. Yeah, I
just
was gonna say it's
yeah,
been
it's
a
like a
blast.
reoccurring gag at this point where I just get to
Yeah.
draw.
Poor Larry.
I mean, technically has no teeth left if I keep knocking him out.
I was gonna say, yeah, they must like have some magical regrowing process
Yeah, I
or
mean, it is
something going
Fairyland
on,
after
and
all, so
just Wolverine abilities. He's just like, this is painful, but I'll survive.
that's right.
And he's crying there, so it's like, yeah, she's like, come on, get over it. Just all, the assortment of characters again, the designs you had shown off of just some of the characters it's just so fun again to see them
Yeah, and I think
together.
that was like one of the things I liked the most too, was just like being able to go in and like design a bunch of characters for the series or for this issue. Even though
Yeah.
the characters are gonna die, you still want to make them
Yeah. No.
That's what makes them special. It's like because you put that thought and it makes people like them more. They're more likable.
Right.
So.
Well, you want that connection to it, right? Like you want to feel that connection to the characters. And it's a bummer. I mean, this is, I think, part of the reason why Skottie had said, like, we need to stop killing off all the characters.
Yeah, there's so many cool ones. Yeah,
like, we want to be able to use them again.
Well, one of the problems with having a different arc each issue or different story each issue is that each issue has been so great that it's like once you go back and you can reread them, you're like, oh man, I forgot how awesome 43 was because 44 was great, and obviously 45 when Jay did that was great, and 46 from what you showed us in 47 that is great. So, I mean, it just keeps up in the ante. But looking at the art here for this, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to go back and reread 43 again too.
Well, that's the fun thing too about the one shots, right? Because they do stand alone like that, and you just kind of go back in. And
I was gonna say, they've been an absolute blast. Yeah, just like you said, to be able to like remember, like, oh yeah, like let me just reread that one, and then that's you don't have to pick back up from the very beginning or something. So
for sure,
I think we're about to get to my I think 14.
Your favorite one?
No, is this the?
I think 14 is the.
I don't know if it picks up the blue here too. If it does, you can see there's like trees that I opted not to put in because it was gonna.
Oh, I can like barely see. Yeah,
you might be able to bear it. If you do buy the Fed, you'll see there's trees that were supposed to be drawn in there that I decided not to at the last minute because I'm like, you know what, it's better to have that space open.
Oh,
I got you. Yeah,
I don't know why this one's in cellophane, but it is.
Because that one's for Dustin.
That's for Dustin.
That's right. That's when we first saw it. I thought that is so horrific. I've got to have it. I've got to have it.
I don't know why that brings me so much joy.
It doesn't until it gets pulled off, and then you get the sadness. There you go. Derek giveth and Derek taketh away. Yeah. But yeah, that's the one. I love that. That one is just great. Bloody vegetables.
Yeah, just the.
I like too how Gert is circled there with your ring light perfectly on the left there. You move that page
like a halo.
The halo, yeah. Just the two of them in there. It's great.
That's where Dustin was at first, and then when he pulled that off, it was like, oh great. Rocco chop. There you go. That's
like a halo around you.
Just leave it on there. So when Val ships the other page, just throw that one in there too.
I was gonna say this is the one that I like, the Akira walkway. Revealed, yeah,
because we just had I don't know if Tyler, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Skottie sketch from yesterday, the one word
knee
leg,
he did,
the leg, I think was the one word. And what's the character's name that was drawn?
I'm blank. I don't remember the main character. I'm a terrible person.
Because Derek, me, and Seth were both like, we know the character, we just don't know where it's from, what it's from. And Tyler said, oh, it's from this. And Derek even referenced this in one of his drawings. And and I completely forgot who it was, but Tyler's more of our anime guy.
Is it Kaneda? Because I'm going to mispronounce
it. Kaneda?
Kaneda, yeah. Kaneda that he drew. Or he drew, Akira, and then they were like, "Yeah, what is this?" I was like, "It's Akira." I was like, "Derek referenced it in his one of his recent issues.
Now I thought you liked the other page too because it has so many sound effects in there.
I was gonna say I do. Yeah, I love.
That's what I thought you were referring to.
I didn't
one's good.
mention it, but yeah, the top, the middle. There's one in almost every panel, which is super fun. Just stab. I just love the stab. It's just like the stab.
Stab.
That's so good.
It's like totally redundant.
Oh yeah, because this is the issue. Yeah, that when it was revealed and everybody's like, "Who is this? Who's inside the?" And everybody's trying to make guesses of what
is
the
it a
thing
pie?
Yeah, right.
Pie?
I inked this one, the upcoming page live on
live
on Skottie's channel.
Yes.
Yeah, and you were so quick about it too. I was really impressed with how fast
pretty
that
much
one came
almost finished.
But yeah, guys, all these are going to be available in about 16 days at 8 a.m. Eastern time.
Eastern time.
Yep.
Yeah.
So poor West Coast people are gonna have to get up super early.
They'll for this type of art. I mean, it's Friday. Everybody's off of work on Friday. Everybody should be off of work on that Friday. So you should be in. People used to get up at 4 a.m. to go Black Friday shopping.
Yeah,
at
they go
stores,
stand in line at Best Buy and
Right.
get the newest TVs.
So really, they just got to roll over, grab their phone, order, and then they can go back to sleep.
Exactly.
Like everybody's getting up early on Black Friday anyway, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I do my Lego sales the night before they go live at 11 o'clock my time. So
nice.
I'll go to bed then get up the next morning for Derek's drop.
Perfect.
And make sure and tell your spouses about these as well if you're wanting Christmas gifts, because a lot of times men or women, I shouldn't say men, that sounds very chauvinistic, but we'll tell their females or men. My goodness, I'm just getting ourselves deeper in all. Derek, you will sell nothing on this show for this. I'm so politically incorrect. But my wife always asks what I want. I have no idea. I usually have to send some Lego link or something because she always wants to. I say nothing. She wants to buy me something. This is a perfect opportunity to send a link to your spouse and say, "Hey, I want this page." It'll come wrapped nice before Christmas, and then you can come on Skottie Talk and show off your Derek art.
That's right.
Exactly. Yeah. I'd forgotten about this splash page.
First splash page too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it was. Especially showcasing Gert and Larry, and essentially, is essentially a cover. That's how I treat it.
It really is. Yeah.
And we will make sure and price it accordingly. So, no. I'm just joking. People are going to stop watching. Now the dungeon lair, which was a double page, I think it had an inset on it at the top, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But that's about the closest that we've came to something that's been.
Oh,
Yeah, in issue 41. But this one's pure. Like you said, this one could easily have been a cover for a second print.
Cover, so I mean, it could use for the trade or
Yeah.
Fluffing around.
Jordan had a good.
Such a great line.
So this is these are all gone sale, and as long as I get my act together and get them in my shop, but I will.
That'd be great. We wake up that morning and there's nothing
in there.
There's no sale. It's
just panicked emails from people. Yeah. It's not working. Well, you know what? When I launched my pre-order for the Rats of Ironwood, something happened with the item in the shop, and I changed something and I didn't realize it messed up the item, and no one could pre-order for like an hour, and I kept getting all these emails being like, I can't add to my cart, and it was like during like the initial launch, it was only on sale for like 20 minutes, sold a bunch, and then I'm like, oh no, I killed all the momentum.
Oh no.
So I went back in, checked the item, just kind of changed a little wording in it, and then like resaved it, and then it worked, and I was like, that's a weird fluke. I don't know what happened, but
I always hate when that happens, because I always feel bad. I'm like, oh, that's got to be such a frustrating thing to deal with.
Yeah,
but clearly the momentum didn't get crushed for long, because your sales have been really strong. From what I've been following your sales updates when you've been posting, and I'm glad to hear that it's been a success for you.
Well, we got one in the chat and then again we still got 8 other people if you haven't grabbed it yet. So. Yeah, maybe grab it
while I'm showing art. You know what? When I could try the show, why don't I showcase the one I showed on Ink Pulp?
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't really spoil anything. It was a little bit more of a generic kind of cover. for 49.
This one is fantastic.
Yeah, and for the premiere podcast, we definitely want to showcase what we showed on Inkpulse. So.
That's right. Well,
Yeah, come on, guys.
Secondary, but yeah.
Yeah, Derek said it. Derek's words, not mine. so I don't get in trouble.
That's
great.
This is one of my favorite covers.
So this one, John just colored this too. It looks so good. Like, I mean, he brought the gore in like tenfold. He did this amazing sky cloud pattern too. Like, it's so spectacular. And then I saw the B variant as well, and it just blew it out of the water. So this is going to be a great cover when you see it.
I can't wait.
Yeah, could you do me a favor? Seth called dibs, so can you write not Seth on the post on there?
Non-Seth, No,
there we go.
No Seth. You heard it here first, folks.
There we go. Let's screenshot that. That is good.
Sorry,
loud and
clear.
No,
Seth, you can buy it. It's okay.
Yeah, you can. Never turn down a sale. We're not going to do that. Real quick,
please buy it.
So is this cover? You like you said, it's not very spoiler.
No, and I have no idea what they just needed. Another cover for 49, and I don't think Skottie had written anything. And,
okay. I got you.
So he was just like, you can do something just cool. And then I went back to one of the first for issue 41. I had done a bunch of preliminary sketches, and this was one of the preliminary sketches I did.
Wow!
So I got to rehash one of those ideas, and I thought that's
really cool.
Kind of come back and revisit that.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice too because I've gotten better at drawing Gert over the time. Like, so it was nice to kind of go back and revisit a sort of idea that maybe wouldn't have been as successful the first time around.
That's fair, more comfortable with well, it's so cool because it's so reminiscent of even issue 1 cover of I Hate Fairyland of Gert when she's on that mushroom holding her axe and holding the bomb. It's it's really cool because and that's such a neat idea to see that again, that the same vibe but in your style.
Yeah, it looks like some heads from the shop.
Such a good cover.
So I think that's just coincidence.
okay.
There's a lot of decapitated heads.
It's a fairyland.
But I was also saying, on Ink Pulp, it was what other comic series can you draw a moon vomiting?
No,
I know.
And it makes sense.
Yeah.
There's no other series. I can't think of another series where you get away with that.
Yeah, what was the
decapitated mushrooms and food items? Yeah, it's just Yeah,
you don't get this from Daniel Warren Johnson's The Moon is Following Us. This is not the same. But I was looking at the bomb and I was looking at the heads and I was thinking, what's the arc for this one? Because I thought it played to kind of what the arc was.
No,
it's fun to know that it's completely random.
Maybe it'll spark some ideas.
I was like, is this like Super Mario? The bomb with the face. I don't know, stuff that I like a game land. We have gotten really in depth looking at for spoilers and Easter eggs.
Well, one of the things that's kind of fun to do these sort of just generic kind of covers. I don't have a lot of just where I'm showcasing Gert in all her glory, right? Because each one's kind of been its own kind of arc, and so it's nice to be able to just go full on Gert and Larry.
Full on Gert.
Poor
I love
Gert,
that. Yeah, that's great. That's a great way to put it. But yeah, I mean, for the people that have been chasing your covers and wanting to buy covers, and I mean, we've joked about wanting to buy them all, and we would if we could. But this one is probably the first one that's going to be available. That's like you said, your traditional, your ultimate Gert cover.
Yeah.
And I'm really trying to throw people off the scent of some of these other ones that Tyler and Seth are wanting. But yeah, this one's going to be a great one.
And I was going to say that I think we've talked about it with some previous art and stuff too. Again, another fantastic contender if you ever did make a print, or even a book plate for when they collect your issues and the graphic, the trade or something like that. It's just one of those ones that's just so good.
Yeah, I think that would make a fun print too.
Yeah, I love that. I want nothing. Steph, don't lie.
No, yeah, bless his heart. All right. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for
Yeah,
showing us these.
seriously, this is
This is very generous, and we
yeah.
love it.
My pleasure. Let me see if I
Yeah,
can
I
put my
can't
face
thank
back
you
on here.
enough for
Okay,
sharing.
okay.
Yeah,
There we go.
I
There
hope
we
one of
are.
these you'll just come in and like the art will just be taped to your face, like you'll just be
Yeah.
turning.
Like you're pulling pages off for that, like a dispenser. No, no, no. We love seeing Derek on camera too. That first episode, I thought Derek doesn't want his face associated with us.
Oh, right.
So,
Just
yeah,
screenshot. It's like, yeah, it's hands, but I don't think those are Derek's.
like I promise it's Derek. It's Derek. You can hear his voice, and people still didn't believe me. But my
You
mom,
hear the
all couldn't
Canadian
believe me.
accent.
Yeah. Every time I hear a bout or a boot, that was what I was like. Hey, I have a Kentucky accent, so I can't say anything about a Canadian accent. This is all the places that you can find Derek. We've showed it several times,
Yeah.
but if anybody is crazy and hasn't signed up for at least the Substack, please do. But the Patreon is more than worth it. When you don't have a 25% off sale, Patriot members get 10% off on the sale once you sign up. So it's well worth it. Plus all these other sites that you can find Derek at.
Yep.
And
I
even
was say
we're
we've
still
removed
going.
because like I gotta like, especially because Derek's come back the most. I'm like, I need to keep your links so I can throw
Yeah.
them up. Like we'll like get rid of them or like replace them with other like guests. I'm like, no, keep Derek's on.
Yeah, we have to keep those piling up on there. And Derek, the last time that you were on the show, you had made one request when you came back, and I pulled a little bit of a magic trick tonight with our
Okay.
title.
Oh.
Oh, look at the top of the screen,
Oh.
guy.
Oh, with Derek talk with Derek, and Derek.
He had asked for that,
Has
and
that been there the whole time and I just
no,
hadn't
I've
noticed? Okay.
throughout the slides they transition, and one word would be changed each, like every other slide, until he got to the full.
Wow.
But he said the next time he comes on, he wants it to be Derek
were-
talk. So
I was gonna say, yeah, you were doing an Easter egg the entire show.
that's right. Go back and
under our
watch it.
noses,
Yeah, it started off. It started off legit.
Hey, you
but-
know what? I want to thank Dustin and Tyler for renaming the show, and it's an honor.
Yeah, Skeff will be on next week and be like, "What's Derek talk?" You know, you told me
You're
you're coming on
not allowed to talk
Skottie
about
talk.
Skottie on the Derek Talk Show. Sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, yes. Only Derek talk from here on out. So
Oh.
no. This has got to be. You talk about running gags of Larry getting punched. The Derek Talk Show will have to be. This is the new name when you're on. So. No disrespect to Skottie. And Tyler, you threw this slide in that messed up my magic trick, but it's still work. Special guest Keith Berkman.
I didn't even catch that. That's great.
We renamed it,
man.
and I couldn't tell you to fix it because I thought there goes what I've been trying to plan.
I like how I caught the last minute slide switch, but yeah, I didn't catch this when I threw this in there. So.
And the reason we typically don't do this when we have guests on because we don't want to take up their time, but this is a special occasion because Tyler actually got some Derek art. So
oh yes,
I was gonna say both of us potentially have things to show, but I got my Derek pages in of my sheep spread, as I'm calling. Should I do it the other way? I don't really know necessarily the.
that way.
Yeah, that's the proper.
Yeah,
that works.
Absolutely gorgeous pages. Just loved. I loved seeing this. Gert just standing in front of this massive, and even getting Larry there in the suit, and then just the showdown. And thankfully I got a little bit of Helicorn. Dustin got the main Helicorn there, but had to at least get the panel there and that epic fight scene. So. Yeah,
I love it. That's a great
nice grab.
Yeah. I was like, all right, I'll get the two. So
no, those are going to look so well. Just whenever you because you're going to frame those together. I think you had said before.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. So those are going to be a great display for both of those.
Those definitely have to be there side by side. So yes. And you, nothing. You don't want.
I think that I don't think I have anything. I think I showed Derek stuff that I'd got in before because, like
were you showing the cover? Did you not show that previously, or?
I thought I did, but I can show it again. I got it right here beside me. I'm always happy to show this one. Yeah, this one. I know I showed it on the group.
Yeah, I don't know if you had shown it in the stream. So yeah, just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Turn the camera off. Turn the camera. Skottie talk after dark. There we go. So,
It's getting spicy.
yeah, I have to clean off the saliva from the side. Don't want to taint it. Wow. Yeah. I don't know if he's saying wow to the art or wow to the,
Probably
the
the
effect.
both. Yeah. Wow.
The art that is, and I was not joking whenever I say I love Skottie's cover for 42, but
Mhm.
this one just careful. We're walking on landmines here, folks. Much like issue 43, this is kind of like our war episode. But I love the Mignola effect that you did.
Yeah.
How faithful you were to like I can't talk now. Magnolia's work. On that cover, and that's probably of all the art I've gotten from you that is so great, my second favorite one.
Thank you.
You all know what my first favorite one is, don't you?
I would assume your splash spread.
No, the gift that Derek gave us. The
Oh,
Hellcorn.
yeah,
I
yeah,
just,
yeah.
that one's in the.
True.
I won't be kissing that one.
That would touch the heart.
They were,
Yeah.
those were
Yeah.
both absolutely fantastic. So
Yeah, so if
very
my
true.
wife ever divorces me, we will not have to split that one half and half because it was a gift. So that's what I
that
remember.
one's just yours. Yeah.
That's right. So I've written it on the back of a piece of notes. No, that one was special too because it kicked off the whole Helicorn love, and it had screen tones. Derek knows. Derek knows. I will buy anything with screen tones on
You're a
it.
screen tone sucker.
You're gonna put three tones and everything from now on.
That's right. What makes me so mad? Not makes me mad, but the issue 44 3-page origin story for Inoki
Yeah.
that will
Skottie's,
never be on the market. That is so good. That's peak level. That was
Those
so
are
good.
fantastic.
Well,
And the
I
fact-
mean, in fairness, I haven't sent it to Skottie yet, and
Well,
he might
it's-
have forgotten about it. So we'll see. Like maybe.
yeah,
Imagine.
Skottie. I'm sure Skottie's sitting by the fire at home watching this right now, just getting mad. Like,
He's like,
What the? Yeah. You're
Tomorrow-
gonna call immediately after. Like, I need to take this guy. Skottie's calling me.
yeah, Jim the Food is the new artist for I Hate Fairyland, starting with 49. So. No.
Eric is done.
No, that's great. I'm glad he has it, but knowing it will never be on the market, I'm glad at least it's going to a place that won't be put up on one of these auction sites where I have to outbid some of these other guys for
Right.
it. But yeah, that's great. I am very blessed with what I've gotten from you so far, Derek. So I can't complain one bit. But that's more of a brag about how great that is, how great those 3 pages are. Not a brag, compliment. Good Lord, this is getting. We still got 2.5 hours to go, guys.
An hour and a half in, an hour 40. So
I ran out of water about 30 minutes ago, so this is getting rough.
it's getting dicey.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be wasting that saliva on your artwork.
It was mostly just dust that came off. But next week, Skeff, good buddy, certified good buddy, has been on before. Popped on during our Halloween episode. We'll make his reappearance. We have no slides when Skeff comes on. It's a wild card. We may be on for 20 minutes. We may be on for another 4-hour show. So you all tune in next week. And then the week after that, we'll have a first-time guest. And he doesn't have the certified good buddy sticker up there yet. But I have a feeling there's one in the wings. There's one being bronzed and plated and engraved for Chris Tung. He is the founder of Raremark and Auction Now. And it just crossed the $2 million mark in sales for artists that are auctioning stuff off on his site.
Nice.
Plus are using the Auction Now app within their own site like Skottie did. And Christy Zulo Uminga has done this week with her Supergirl cover, or Supergirl piece of art. So he'll be on a special night that is Thanksgiving week. So we're doing our show on Monday just to kind of get all the other family stuff out of the way throughout the rest of, to get...
yeah, let's get that out of the way and get to the meat of the matter.
That's right. So we're looking forward to having him on. He's looking forward to, he has said he's looking forward to come on and sharing time with us as well. So a first-time guest, looking forward to just hearing his origin story, how this came about. And Frank Cho is doing his Chovember. I can't remember what it's called, but he's doing like 10 outrage sketch covers that he's going to be selling on Raremark throughout the last like week and a half of November. So we'll be discussing that as well, because I know Frank Cho has sung his praises of Chris, thanking him quite a bit for the work that he's did on there. This is another thing, Derek, that I was looking at, because this site, the Raremark, I've noticed for artists that may not have their own shop where they're selling other stuff, and they just want to sell art, or other collectors that just want to sell art, this has been like a really good tool for people to go on there. Like Frank has a rep that handles him at shows and stuff, and so it's higher priced art. But he's been using this place in lieu of having like a Frank Cho shop, and has did really well. Art Germ sold his Arttober pieces on here, and the last day of the month, the Princess Leia one got $20,000 was what the winning bid was for.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. So between
What
you
you're
know
saying
art,
is I need to contact this Chris
yeah,
and
you may want to watch this
You wanna
show.
get
But
in touch, yeah.
one of the things that's cool is that he's putting this auction now actually goes on your site, like on I'm assuming like a Shopify
Yeah, like a plug-in, yeah.
plug-in for
oh, I
like
see.
for special pieces, where it still directs traffic to your site, like where they can pick up other stuff, but
Right.
it's an auction format. So uh, something we're going to talk to
Yeah.
him more about. So
'Cause it's been
Yeah, I'll have to
interesting. I had to
tune in.
watch it on Skottie. So, yeah, get ready to do the zippiest like piece you've done
oh,
yet
yeah,
to list, and Dustin will be right
screen
there.
tones. There's going to be topography and like screen tones on top of screen tones on top of screen tones. So
Yeah,
yeah, we're looking for it. It's going to be like the Matrix. And then December. Oh, I skipped December 3rd. We're having the Scotties 3, where we have our Scotties award show, and there'll probably be a Derek mention or two in the Scotties 3, because there's going to be an honorary award, and I have a feeling people are going to think something's wrong with me. My mouth's glued together. But yeah, we enjoy doing that. You can watch the Scotties 1 and the Scotties 2 on our history here for our channel. And then on December 10th, I've started working on this. Tyler, have you looked at the preview panels for this yet?
I have not had a chance. No, I saw that it was started. So
Yeah, I did the first 4 pages, and we're doing it panel by panel. We got to figure out who's doing whose voice, but we're going to be off screen, and we're just going to have the panels up there, and we're going to read straight through it, acting out. We may not even be on the show on air after this, because we may be called up to Hollywood to do
Probably.
animated shows. So this may be our last show with Derek, and he's probably thinking, "Thank the Lord." But anyway,
more like Skottie will send us a cease and desist and get our show.
yeah, this is the cancel.
Right.
It's going to be pretty cringeworthy, but we're going to have fun with it, and that's the main thing. This will be one of our last
There's
shows.
no reason to tune in to a show.
Yeah, it's like if you like the Office ethnic episodes, the ethnicity episode, or the gay witch hunt episodes, or Scott's Tots, you're probably gonna like this episode of Skottie Talk. So
Tots.
yeah, that's very cringeworthy. That'll be fun. Derek, you can come in and do a voice if you want to. Or if you want to join being canceled, we can talk. We can talk about that more off air. But hopefully we can get Derek on here one more time in December. That's the only one I really don't have announced, other than maybe one other one. But Derek, we're saving a spot for him for December, and whatever spot that date is whatever the heck Derek wants to do. We're here for Derek, so we're as long as Tyler's not out of town. We're good. So looking forward to that. Last but not least, we've started getting some gifts in. I was going to show some of those real quick. That we've gotten 3 gifts in so far for our Toys for Tots. There's a Melissa and Doug Minnie
cute.
Mouse. And
Very good.
Not politically correct. I thought it was like
Okay.
Mr. Potato Head. Mr.
Yeah.
Potato Head. It says Mr. Potato Head, but I guess it's Potato Head now. So maybe the Mr. was added. I don't know. I thought and then there's more stuff on the way that people's been saying they're sending, but got to connect for board games. So 3 so far, but we've just announced it and just got started, and I've had several people mention me or message me about that. So you can read the rules. Go to Skottie Young Facebook group, and you can see this post is pinned to the top. And Andrew, I may reach out to Andrew and see if he can come on for a few minutes with Skeff next week, because he's going to be the one that is going to be getting a tattoo based upon a Skottie design, based upon whatever we vote for. The people that send gifts get to vote which tattoo he gets. So it sounds convoluted, and it's a little bit convoluted, but it's to help a really good cause.
That's cool.
And also, you're going to be entered for a prize pack of Skottie stuff, and the headline from that is a Battle Beast Skottie Shop exclusive, amongst other Skottie gifts. So if you send in some gifts, help some kids out at Christmas, you get a chance to get a wheel spin to get a Skottie package. And there'll be more than just this comic. This is just the kind of the headline for the comic. So everybody's invited to participate in that. Whew. All right. You want to finish it up, Tyler? My mouth. People's going to
We
call.
are also hoping to
ambulance on me.
get Derek. I love this too. Hero Con 2026. 2026.
Not
Singular.
heroes.
Yeah.
No.
Singular, one singular hero.
Yeah. This takes
Hero
place
Con,
in Glasgow, Kentucky. So we're
It's just me there.
yes, that's right. It's in my basement, right over in that corner.
Derek Con, yeah.
They're tied up in Dustin's basement.
Sign 5 more
Need more
papers. Yeah.
sketches, yeah.
Oh,
Oh my
never.
goodness.
Of course. I was waiting for Seth to have a comment there. There
Yeah,
we go.
never been to that one, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
thank
fingers crossed. We've brought it up before. We've discussed it, but yeah, it would be a blast. Heroes is a blast. But again, if it's possible, hopefully.
We'll see.
but if
I
not,
did try to reach out to the con, and they never got back to me. So we'll see.
I've heard stories about how they are kind of slow about getting back. Other artists have said that same thing.
Right.
And they said they've had to, especially as it gets closer to the con, because they'll start doing announcements probably within the next month or two. So that's and Skottie's like the darling for the
I want to
Heroes
say, yeah,
Con. So,
just get Skottie to send an email. I'm sure they'll
or at least ask him who's the best one to contact if they aren't answering you, and he probably will at least point you in the right direction.
Right.
So, tell him Skottie will do 2 auction pieces instead of 1, and
yeah, right.
and that's another fun thing. That's another reason I'd love to get you to Heroes is just to see the auction piece you'd put in, because I'm sure that'd be a fun. That's usually artists have a blast doing that, and but we got to get you there first. We're gonna find a way.
Yeah.
We're gonna find a way somehow.
If there's a will, there's a way.
That's right.
If Dustin has the will, yeah.
I try to find a way to make things happen. I kind of sneaky that way, but this one I may have to fly up and smuggle him back in my suitcase and then fly him back. But we will get him.
Move, yeah.
We will get him there somehow. And last but not least, if someone wants to come on here and hang out, you're more than welcome to. I've been sending out some invites for 2026, getting some answers back on that. So we'll see. And of course, unless Derek changes his mind, hopefully you'll be seeing him a lot in 2026 as well. So
I'll be back.
I love that.
Love to hear it, yeah.
That's right.
I was gonna say we did because you mentioned earlier that you are going. Is it this week? You said a convention this weekend
That's
or
right,
next
that's
weekend?
right.
Yeah, so I'm going to be at MCX in Mississauga,
Okay.
and it's just a one-day show showcasing mostly indie titles. So I'll have all my books on display. I'll have copies of Rats of Ironwood, which are supposed to arrive at my house tomorrow.
Oh, sweet.
So if all goes well, I'll have those copies in hand as well. I set aside a few from my initial print run just to have at that show. So yeah, I'll have that, and I'll have hopefully some original art on sale as well from the archived Fairyland pieces that didn't sell. So whatever didn't sell goes into my binder, and I bring it to shows and
Nice.
sell them there. I sold 2 pieces at the last show I was at. So
Oh, nice, awesome.
yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, I can move a couple, and yeah, it's just great to people. I'm going to be doing a talk too with Jason Liu and I forget the other artist. My apologies.
That's all right. You kind of be put on the
Allison O'Toole. Allison O'Toole, I believe.
Okay, cool.
Allison O'Toole. And yeah, we're going to be talking about doing our own comics and
sweet.
all that fun journey.
Awesome.
And yeah, so it should be a fun talk there as well. So yeah, great. And I'm with a bunch of my friends there, and we all got our little hub of the show. It's also free to get in, which is great. Like it's just
nice.
Free to get in. Like, it takes place in the library in Mississauga, Ontario, and yeah, so like it's worth the drive if you're in like Buffalo. Like drive up for the day. Like it's not too far. It's about an hour and a half from like Buffalo. You just come right up.
Not bad,
Get some awesome books.
Not for a full free day to con.
And then also just because you don't have to pay to get in, so you can spend your money on stuff. Right?
Oh, sweet.
Exactly. That's always the best logic. So save.
And also it's Canadian dollars. Your American dollars go far. So
that's right. I love that logic as well. All right. If you put anything up on it, Derek, on any of your social media sites, you may have. I'll double check that. We'll make sure and share.
Yeah, no, I haven't yet. I should.
Okay.
I'm too busy.
That makes me feel better then, because I was like, man, did we seriously miss another show?
No, I'm really bad at promoting myself going to shows. The shows probably hate me.
No. I'm sure you're one of their favorite guests. We'll leave it at that. Well, next time we have on, we'll have Skeff on next week. You all jump back in, join us, and like I said, be saving up your money and picking out your pages for Derek's Black Friday sale. And also, don't neglect his other sites there, other odd items for sale. Uh, Pick up as many as you can. They're great. Some of these books are great for kids, for stocking stuffers, for Christmas gifts, all that good stuff. And some of them are good for you to read. So enjoy them. That's all I got. Tyler or Derek, you got anything else? I'm sorry.
anything
No,
else
that's
you
all.
wanna
Thanks
plug?
for
This
having
is
me
your
on again,
show.
guys.
Yeah. So,
Thanks again for renaming your show, and yeah,
our pleasure.
I'll look forward to you guys
Happy
talking about me
to,
next
yeah.
week.
That's right. And happy birthday again. I hope you
Yes.
enjoy your
Thank
whole
you.
week.
Thank you
Yes.
guys.
All right. Tyler, you got anything for us to finish us off?
Nope. Yeah. Just thank you as always, everyone who stayed and commented and chatted and hung out with us. And yeah, please do come back when Derek comes back next. Again, be prepared for that art sale. Mark your calendars. Jot
Absolutely.
that down. And until then, stay fresh, live messy, and we'll catch y'all later.
Peace.
See ya.